Megashed update. We're in the Megashed. After the relative success of building the Megashed, my vlogs on Facebook, I had literally 20 something watchers, and loads of people were saying how much they enjoyed it. So I've been thinking for a long time, probably a year now, I thought maybe I should do some vlogging on what I'm getting up to in the Megashed. So it's been a busy year. Done a bit of racing, a lot of tinkering, and I'm thinking I could do with learning how to actually do some video editing. Could do with editing videos I do on the bike, make them a bit more interesting. So this is going to be rough, but getting to grips with using the GoPro. I've got it on a stand here, and I'm using my phone here to switch it on and off, which I've never done before. So bear with me. I'll just talk you through what we've been up to. Behind me, you'll see the Green Monster. Now, this is Generation 1 SV650, which I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace a couple of months ago. I've already got another one, the yellow one, which I've been racing this year and a bit last year, but I was sick of having to swap over the bits to ride on the road and ride on the track, and taking the mirrors on and off and the front end, and I had a full MOT, and this came up for a really good price. Somebody has sprayed the frame green, which would be okay if they'd done a good job of it, but it's got fuel spills on it. I'll give you a little look around later. So I thought, right, I'll have that on the road. I've now got a bit of space in the Megashed. So the last few weeks I've been working on getting this up to scratch. So here we are. It's actually in really good condition. Only done about 12,000 miles from new. I got it at a decent rear tyre. I ended up fixing a puncture on it. Paint job's really nice. Braided lines. Front tyre was knackered, so I put a scrub on it. I have stripped the calipers and rebuilt them. Here is the green frame. I spilt a bit of fuel on it. It started to come off. I'm like, right, so I've given it a rub with the Y brush, and I don't think it's going to take too much to get that off. But it's also got a twin Dec23 exhaust on it, which is worth a few £100, and a Megashed shock. That's worth a few £100. I thought, oh, spot on, I'll have it. It's also got a party piece with some amazing green lights, which I'll show you in a later video. But I started to strip this down. I thought I'll give it a proper full service. So gave it service. Just found that the air filter had the date that it was last changed, 2001, so 22-year-old air filter. So I got another air filter, changed the oil on it, which didn't look too bad, to be honest. And then I thought, well, it's running reasonably okay, but I'll rig up the old carb balancing kit to have a look at it. It wasn't too far out, but then I went to adjust it, and the adjustment screw on the carburetors for balancing them, the screw was completely missing, and it looks like someone had managed to sort of get it almost balanced just by bending the rod that was between them. So I managed to get replacement screws off of the internet, and then took the carbs off the air screw adjustment. The air screw was completely seized into it. So yeah, took them apart. I thought, I've got a friend who's got a and those sonic cleaners, so I sonically clean the carbs, and I've been rebuilding it in the past few days. Or the screws in the bottom, I've had to take those out using the centre punch, so I've got some more screws coming. The carb heaters, one of them's missing, so I've got one of those on the way. So and then the after I'd tested balancing it, I came back the next night to find that the front cylinder was full up with fuel, dripping everywhere. So the fuel tap, the vacuum fuel tap, had gone as well. So I got a replacement one of those. So it just keeps adding on and adding on. But I've got plenty of time before I'm planning to ride it. So apart from the SV project, what else have we got going on? Right. Excuse the mess. I have got bits of SV650 fairing all over the place, and a lawnmower. But this is the 125 race bike. Don't need to have it up and running until next April really, but we did the 24-hour race with Free Tech with that this year, and almost a full season with Fab Racing. Managed to take second in the Moto4 Championship. There's my leathers from this year. I've got a new set of leathers that I won in a raffle from DRC coming. My friend Keith Bolton has given me an old fairing of his, which we're going to hopefully make up. I'm going to make up an aluminium subframe to attach that and get the newer fairing on. I've got bits of SV seats and everything over here. I'll be taking out the tuned engine that's in it, and I've decided next year I'm going to go back to stock. So here's one of the stock engines. I'll have that. There's another one over there in the corner. So yeah, back to stock for this. And I'm pleased to say that I went to the trouble of fitting one of these Chinese diesel heaters in here. It's been great. So I'm not sure what it is outside, but it's 15 degrees in here. I've had this on for probably an hour and a half. But that's running lovely. Gets up to 20 degrees. And when in here, it'll be freezing cold outside. I'll have my shirt off in here. So I've got it rigged up with diesel tank under there. Absolutely brilliant. I have tried running it on used engine oil. I've not had a lot of success for that. It burns a bit smoky, and really it's not worth the effort, but I had a load of used engine oil to get rid of. Good morning. Last night I managed to balance the carbs. What I forgot to mention last night, other stuff that I've done on the bike. I have stripped the forks, replaced the springs with heavier springs and put emulators in, so it's now the same as my track bike, the yellow one. Had a bit of trouble getting it started because I changed the clutch levers, changed the brake and clutch lever because I've got these shorty ones on. But the one I replaced it with didn't have the locator for the clutch switch. On Suzuki's you always have to pull the clutch in to get it started. There's a little switch there. So I've eventually worked out it was that. Got it started. Had a bit of an oil leak. I had to change the petrol tap because that was leaking before. And as I was doing that, took these out, and it's removed a lot of the green paint that I was going to remove anyway, so I know I'll be able to just wash that off with some fuel when I get around to it. Other stuff that I've done since I got it, I forgot to say, I've stripped the rear wheel and cleaned up the hub, give it a bit of a spray. and I've put a smaller front sprocket on, so gives it a bit more acceleration. And that's all for now. Oh yeah, I also changed the spark plugs. I'll show you both the ones that I took out. The Iridium ones. Top one didn't look too bad, but the that was the front one. So quite a bit of corrosion around there where it gets the weather on it. Anyway, I put some new plugs in. So this should be probably the last bit of episode 1 of Megashed Diaries. I've got the SV back together. I've taken some stop motion, what do you call it, films, slow motion, and some stills that I'm going to try and play alongside this bit of me fanning around and putting all this back together, and also some stills of me cleaning out the diesel heater. So as many people have tried, I tried running it on used engine oil, and like many people have found, it chokes up the unit. So I took it apart, cleaned it. I've got another burn chamber to put in. It's a right faff, so I'll probably just go back to using diesel. Oh yeah, and also the controller, after I put it back together, it ran for a bit, then it let out the magic smoke, and I found that the motherboard had fried itself. So I was going to get a new controller anyway, so I've ordered one of those. Should be coming in January. Fortunately, it's not too cold in here now. So yeah, I'll be running the stop motion stills of me rebuilding the bike. So I've got all of the fairing and stuff back on. Got a couple of bits coming so I can put the screen back together here. Need some new well nuts. But the Green Monster is slightly less green, and when it's actually dark I'll show you the party piece with its special neutral light. Oh, I'm about to leave now to go and visit the folks for Christmas, and I'll start again in the new year. Happy Christmas everyone.